Well, Johnny Davis, that worked for Kenny Hill, brokered the deal for the last of the parts that Kenny had in his storage garages, and I was interested in the cases and some engine parts and different things like that, and then we just made an offer for the whole thing, and these boxes were in there. I don't know what's in them, and I thought it might be interesting to open them in front of a camera. I've never done a video before, but here we go. Let's see what in the world. Let's see what in the world we got. Some detail sponges and some clamps, magazines. Says oil filters, fuel filters. Put my knife down somewhere. All right, this looks like oil filters. Volvo. There may be fuel filters in there too, so this is basically filters. There's one BMW. Oxygen sensor. There's some I think it's oil cooler line. I'll have to spend some time figuring out what these are. So there's a relay for something. This says antennas, fan valves defective question mark, tank senders, 009 distributor. And sure enough, there's the 009, some tank senders, some belts, various and sundry. There's a voltage regulator. So that's some pretty good stuff there. Here's a box marked fuel pump spark plugs. Well, there's something interesting. Airbag. Got kind of a high price tag on it. Spark plugs. Coil clamps. A lot of, okay, here's some carburetor kits. Good used. Looks like a fuel pump of some sort. We got some other things like that down here. More plugs and not really sure what. Looks like maybe another fuel pump. Here's another box of filters. I'd have to go through and figure out what all of these are for. Obviously. Like I say, I mainly was wanting some of the other parts. Engine transmission parts. This is nice. There's some real nice heavy tubing, I guess, for gas tank applications. Here's an air cleaner hose connector. There's a carburetor. Looks new in the box. .30 PICT1. Here's a box that says air filters, cabin filters. And sure enough, miscellaneous gaskets, oil cap, fan belts. Oh yeah. Yeah, gaskets. Exactly what it says, fan belts. There's a lot of different things in there, some clamps, but basically what it said on the box. There's various things. It's all going to have to be looked at and organized. There's some gas struts for something. Hubcap rivets. There's a lot of little things here. Plastic caps for lug bolts. I think there might be some windshield wipers down in there. Windshield wiper replacements. Have to get that together and get it organized. O-ring set. I don't really know what all of this is. Fiberglass mat. A lot of things in here that are hard to get to. AC control panel. Miscellaneous bumper clips. Vanagon clutch master. Ignition lock says here on the outside of this. There's a lot of things that are for water cooled that I don't have any need for. I've got my hands full with the air cooled stuff. I'm gonna have to sell off a lot of this. It's like a coil packs. Serpentine belts. And there's things down in the bottom, but I don't have enough room to take everything out. There again, another coil. This is just a cursory examination to see what in the world did we get for the money. This one's been opened. We have oh, just little, you know, the thing's got all sorts of things like that. Lens, boxes, you know, if I took all the time to go through each and every one, I don't know how interesting that would be. I've never done a video before, but I just thought this would be interesting. There we go. There's a nice 71 Super 71 Ghia. Eurovan camper interior light, I suppose. Third signal switch for bus. Probably a lot of similar things. Another sender. electronic ignition. A lot of little various and sundry switches, knobs. Here's some more new parts. There's a high pressure line. Power steering. A G60 blower pulley. Castersham kit. Spark plug boots and a lot of stuff down in here. An electronic door latch mechanism. Here's a nice little panel that I don't know exactly where that goes. Shifter bushings, Vanagon bus, bug wheel cylinder, engine compartment seals. Very nice. Yeah. Engine compartment seals, obviously. Piston rings. Like a lot of Type 4 gaskets. Some kind of a pump, bombina. 221. A lot of, looks like switches, small parts, obviously. A lot of small parts, bushings, It's kind of hard to tell what all's in there. There's some brake wheel cylinders down the bottom. Window glass channel. Looks like some trim clips. Gaskets and seals. 113951. So that's, oh well, it's broken. Ball joint or tire on it, or a ball joint there. Rag joint of some sort. Some little oh, it looks like a link pin rebuild kit. Oh yeah, look at that. Link pin. So it looks like there's a couple of those. Looks like axle bearings here. And here we go, more ball joints. We got a few of those in there. Like this, valve guides. I ended up with Nicholas John Sharkey's valve cutters, so I can do triple angle jobs. This is nice. Boots. Looks like for Type 4, possibly exhaust. They're big. A lot of guides in here. Here's somewhere in the boxes there. good. Those things have gotten expensive. There's a box that's already open. Oh, a lot of stuff in here. Some shims, looks like for bus engines. Seal, here's some seals. Strainers and, oh yeah, here's some valve springs. There's some connectors for the Type 4 intake. More gaskets and seals. Looks like a lot of Type or big bus engine stuff. Gasket kits. There's just a little bit of everything in here. Exhaust valves. Cooler seals. Cables, throttle cable, clutch cables, more of that, more cables, windshield gaskets, bumper ends. New intercooler. Well, is there an intercooler in there? Looks like there is. Guess I'll have to turbo something. Bulbs, O-rings, O-rings, clamps, little trim pieces. Here's a bag that just says bulbs. I'm not going to go into it, but I'm seeing things like that. I'm just kind of glossing over this. There's a lot of things here. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they're for. But there's a lot of part numbers. So at some point I can list the stuff. And stainless steel cable ties. Wow, okay. battery cables. Here's a gauge, replacement gauge. Cables, caps. Hopefully there's some points and condensers in here. There's condenser. Cables, nice. Speedo cables. Looks like here's some seals, some rubber seals. And here's another Speedo cable. And that's about it. There's a box on the floor, but I happen to know that it's got floor paint in it, gray garage floor paint. So that's my video for y'all, and my daughter's gonna help me figure out how to put it on YouTube, and who knows, we might make another video sometime. All right, I'm out.